Hello and welcome to week 24-25 of my devlog. This week I spent a bunch of time on my secret project, but I also put a little bit of work into the jib sheet and the jib sail. So what this is the jib, which is the front sail on a sailboat, and then the jib sheet is this rope, or also called a line, that controls the front sail. And what I've been working on is making sure that this rope is realistically pulling this sheet back. So right now, if I go up here, it's going to teleport around a bit, um, and grab this sheet, you can see that the sheet is getting pushed around. The rope is getting flicked around by the sail. If I go over here and actually start pulling the rope, so it's in basically in a tench, a taut position, it actually stops the sail from moving and flipping around as much. So if I go over here and increase the sail speed and then turn the sail, you can see that now when I grab the jib sheet, it's actually causing a resonance, which would happen in real life. And if I pull it taut, the sheet is always the same length, but then the sail becomes full. And the other thing that I did was, if you try to pull the sail so it's too big, it'll actually make the sheet longer, which I'm going to change. So effectively, the sheet will like be floating in space there. But it makes sure that you can't extend the jib sail to too large of a space. Now, one thing that kind of happens when you do this is that the bottom of the sheet is a little bit weird from a physics point of view, but I just got to figure out how to fix that, and that's pretty close. The way these sails work is effectively there's two ropes on the back of the sails, and then there's a rope here, and you figure out where the maximum point for these ropes would be. So effectively, the ropes on the sail and on the foot of the sail will never stretch longer than they should be, and so that's how you make sure that the person can't stretch out the sail to a crazy amount. Now, this is really important because when you're sailing a sailboat, you have to lock these sheets down at a certain angle so that you get the right amount of force. This right now is a pretty good amount of force, but you normally probably would have the sail back here a little bit more. You can see that it's got a nice sail shape and it's flowing. But if you get a little bit further over, and you got it here, that sail doesn't have a lot of power. Oh, it's stabilized a bit, but if you move it a little bit more, the sail doesn't have all that much power because it's flapping. So if I move it over here, maybe move in here, it's flapping a little bit. And then as I pull it in, it makes the sail stronger. So yeah, that's what I've been working on, and it's working pretty well. The next thing is to take this sheet, which is basically a custom written line, and actually tie it into how the sheet ties into the boat. So, for example, this would probably be the first point, and then attached to a winch or attached to a cleat, which is something you can just put a rope in, and it basically locks it uh, in place. So that's what I'm working on. Not much else to talk about this week. I've been working on my secret project, jumping back and forth between making the sails look awesome and getting the sheets working and the secret project. So the next thing is I will probably be working on the cleats this week, so you can actually lock a sheet into the boat. And then once I have that done and I can actually lock the sheet to the boat and make sure that the sheet that goes from the boom to the boat is working well, then I can actually implement all of the physics on the boat. And so then I'll have a double rigged sailboat working and should be able to sail it around and show that off next week. So thanks a lot. Leave some comments as always and have a good week. Bye.